Hello, everyone. This is Yo Faithful, Amanda Splatts, and tonight, uh, this week we put horror on hold for Next Fest, and personally, I'm very happy we did. We played some amazing demos. We started with "Sorry We're Closed," which is very amazing PS1 era survival horror with a JoJo-like twist. Played Winnie's Hole, a very bizarre puzzle game slash horror game. Played Crash Hammer, Crash Hammer Sand, a very cute, silly puzzle game. We played Rage of the Dragons Neo, a port of one of my favorite fighting games that I don't think ever got a regular port. But any of my longtime fans know, hi Kara Senpai, any of my Tom's fans know that Saturday is Splatterday. And Saturday is the biggest stream of the week. Because today we are playing Musume, which I have been anticipating more than anything else. That's why I gave it the Splatterday spot. I'll be totally honest. Sorry We're Closed was going to get the Splatterday spot this week. But then I found out Mushroom Musume just updated the UI and everything. So we're going to give that a go. I give it the Splatterday spot. And now I'm glad I did because I believe the Sorry We're Closed demo was only like an hour and a half. And it was only an hour and a half because I'm bad at video games. I will admit, anyone watching had a pretty bad case of the brainworms today before. I had some bad conversations, bad times in the brain. Happens to everyone. Happens to everyone, man. But I knew this was coming today. And I knew that we were going to be able to chill and have a fun story about a mushroom. I have family coming over tomorrow morning. That's why Darkest Dungeon is going to be Sunday evening. I've got family coming over tomorrow morning, mid-morning. So we're not going to stay too horribly long tonight. I want to finish a full run with a mushroom. Hey, Jawoon, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this is a cute little game. Very cute, very nice. So I want to do a run, but if my mushroom girl doesn't live to the end, I want to do 2 runs. I want to at least have one mushroom live. But from what I understand, a run can be like 1 to 3 hours. Which is good, because it's a visual novel. You take back, you take your time, and you read. And I will read to you, and maybe at the end of the stream, I will have a new little mushroom fun girl in the desert. This is Mushroom Musume. Once upon a time, there was a humble recluse. Though they had no need for society, they did often find themselves home to a loneliness they could never quite shake. Oh, great. Second line in, and already this hits a little bit too close to home. In the morning, the sun would rise, and at night it would set. Recluse would observe the splendor, knowing the sight would be made all the more beautiful by having someone to share it with. It wasn't that they decided a relationship. Perhaps it was a flame that had burned one too many times. Perhaps they were simply disinterested. No. A child. That's what they wanted. Someone. Hey, if the audio is messed up, please let me know. Someone to take care of, to teach. Unfortunately, it was a longing that cannot be found. Not in these woods. Not alone. However, we're never quite as alone as we think. One day a witch appeared, as if drawn by the intensity of the recluse's desire. Audio, thank you, Kara. I know the music in this game is very quiet. I know the music is quiet. I'll just jack everything up a little bit. But the music's not going to be supposed to be too loud. It's supposed to be ambient. Just a little something for the story. One day a witch appeared as if drawn by intensity of the recluse's desire. The lumber that the recluse had spent the morning gathering slipped through the hands. They spotted her. The witch of the woods. Fuck, what voice should I use for the witch of the woods? What voice? Should I do it? No one had thought about this. You desire a child, yeah? Well, for some, those are some quite easy to come by. But not you, it would seem. Let us make a deal then. If you do 16 simple chores for me, I will present you with a daughter of your very own. The recluse, caught up in the moment of nativity, quickly agreed. The witch, knowing that the recluse was destined to accept, simply nodded and began to deliver the first of these so-called chores without hesitation. Growth struggles to be achieved without presence, son. Offer me that which embodies the emotion you will provide for your daughter. That's supposed to be Steve Austin. The recluse pondered for a moment, thinking of what they had to offer. Oh, now this is what I was upset with. I played this a little bit, just to make sure it worked. The controller isn't working. The controller is not going. Fuck. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to. I was trying to make the. I'm gonna have to play with the touchpad. I'm gonna have to play with the touchpad, man. I was trying the shoulder buttons and the two controller buttons. I didn't want to use the touchpad because it's too loud. But that accidentally chose a card I didn't want. The witch downed a bottle of Steve. Oh, let me go ahead and plug in the mouse then. Well, my touchpad and my mouse and my keyboard, they're just so loud. It's so... Well, then, yeah, I guess I wouldn't have to type in the name and everything. So yeah, the witch downed a couple of Steve Weisers, and it's important for a young person to be well grounded in this world out here. Bring me a drop. That's not what I chose. Are even the opening choices randomized? That'd be cool. Hey, bring me a dry sword to help with this process, son, or I'ma stomp a mud hole in your soil and walk it dry. Keep in mind that not all dirt is the same, though. Consider the soils carefully. Soil. That did sound somewhat magical, the recluse supposed. Left with the snake prompt, they consider their options. A quiet graveyard. So we're gonna get the Undertaker. Barren spot of forest long since struck by some invisible ailment. So John Cena, because you can't see him. Or your favorite foraging nook. You know what? If she's gonna be my daughter, she might as well come from something I like. So she's gonna be from my favorite foraging nook. Just as the nook was on the outskirts of the forest, but could be nearly hidden from curious villagers. When in need, the spot never let the recluse down. This time was no different, as the dirt was there in abundance. Arriving back at the meeting place, the recluse was excited to share the selection with the witch. So that's what you picked, eh? Very well. It shall do. Feeling the need to scrub their skin, the recluse retired to their hut to cleanse themselves. Second day. The recluse slept more soundly that night than they had in ages. Having a purpose again soothed them if they found themselves caught up with a witch. They elected not to think about that, though. Instead, when the morning came, they simply did what they had to do, which is to say they got up and went to meet the witch. Upon watching the recluse's approach, a sardonic smile lit the witch's face. You've completed your first task admirably, son. 2 more and I can finally give you what you want. A stunner. She paused only for a moment before delivering her next message of import. Your child will come into this world, little to her name, let us even the scales. Bring me an heirloom, something she will forever value. The recluse thought on it briefly, searching through the home for the object they pictured. Bottle of medicine. I think that's the question they started with the last time before I fucked up the control. I'm sorry. I promise I was going to try not to curse this time around, or at least as much. Because this is supposed to be more of a chill vibe. But it's a different set of choices. Old bottle of medicine that sat unopened. A glimmering music box. A hair bow from your Oh! That's depressing. A hair bow from your previous daughter blackened with age. Well, it doesn't say she died. You know, I'm the V singer of FlaVR. It's got to be the music box. A soft, beautiful tune played from the jeweled box. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And been created to bring joy and beauty to all around it, which you found admirable in theory. The recluse hoped their daughter would have that privilege, to think she could focus on soft things like music, and avoid the dark, painful things in life. Bringing their prize back to the witch, she simply gave a smile. Oh, hell yeah, how perfect! After their brief detour to meet the witch, the recluse resumed with their normal day-to-day schedule. Yeah, it sounds honest. Yeah, I'm not trying to go, like, there is so much, like, I don't think you get to Jerome. There is so much fucking content. Oh, sorry. In the demo alone. Like, 20 hours of content in a free demo. And this game is supposed to be coming out by the end of the year. Imagine how big it's gonna be. The third day. With 2 assignments complete, the recluse could feel their excitement grow. If the witch was being honest, and for some reason they felt that she was, that meant this could be the last night they spent without a child. They hoped so, at least. That was all they could do. Barely remembering to get dressed, the recluse dashed for the meeting spot. Again, the witch had been waiting there for them with a Steve Weiser. Welcome back, recluse. Are you prepared? Today's your big day, is it not? The last task is an easy one, or at least I believe so. Bring me something colorful, something bright you think will suit her. When they were first told of the 3 tasks, the recluse had imagined things were very much more difficult. It seemed so easy as to be a trick, which, they suppose, only meant you take it seriously as a mistake could mean death. With death in mind, the recluse needed to decide where to search for color. Flowers or Stony River. Hold on a minute, I need to plug in my phone. I have my phone plugged into the stream so I can make sure it doesn't die, because I'm only streaming with one monitor. One monitor. Yeah, it's still going good. I've done several playthroughs through my next stream. There's so much. Yeah, man. I did my due diligence, Malone, and I saw your replays, including the, Amanita. Well, I like jewels better than the flowers. I feel like maybe this will be something more pastel. Maybe this will be something more broad. So let's go to a Stony River. The underwater was in the first place. Most people thought for color. The recluse understood there are many shades that people failed to consider. They arrived at a nearby river, glancing in the glassy water to spy a variety of small shining stones. Red, garnet, obsidian, marble, or turquoise. I've got little dice here, so I wonder if those will be luck factors. Turquoise, marble, obsidian, garnet. You know what? I want to do one of these two. Let's see. Okay. Let's go with marble. Why the fuck not? Retrieving a small rounded stone, Recluse realized to be a chunk of marble. Unblemished, seemed perfect for their daughter. On that surface, anything could happen. Splat. Hey, hero, how's it going? Ooh, kind of a palish light blue type. Kind of pastel. A little hard to read, but I'll pass on. The Recluse returned to the witch's hut, colored item in hand. She silently took the object, nodding her head to the Recluse in recognition. The Recluse stood there for a moment unsure, before finally the witch realized what they expected. Oh ho ho! You want your promised daughter, don't you? Her voice was almost mocking, but at least it was not overtly cruel. She wasn't giving him a stunner or anything. I suppose I must tell you I lied, human. I do require several more trifling things from you. Like a six-pack of Steve Wise's and a beer truck for some reason. First is a matter of payment. The Recluse should have known that everything is for cost. If it gets too bad, you can turn off the offense. Yeah, thanks, Kara. The dev actually replied to one of my tweets and gave me a few codes to change the colors. But I figure if this is going to be my daughter's color, then we should keep it. Pay me now with wealth. Pay me now with life. Pay me sometime soon in larger quantities. Pay me at a much... No, I don't want either of these. I don't want either of these. No. 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 Pay me now with life. Pay me now with wealth. You know what? I want to be there for her. If she's going to be my mush daughter, I want to be there for her. So we're just going to have to get dollar, like open a Kofi or some shit. They obviously offered their coin purse there to the witch. She took it wordlessly. After pocketing the whole pouch, she returned a single coin to the Recluse's hand. Well, this'll be sufficient. The witch smiles. Oh, good. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the Recluse a small pot. Humans are tricky, but mushrooms are more resilient, son. Consider this an upgrade. Don't worry, she will eventually develop a mind. Simply give her time. As much as she needs, soon your wish will be in full bloom. I suppose with all that settled, though, there's one last thing for you to consider. A young girl needs a proper name. The Recluse started the wish's demand before offering the final thing they had to give. What is her name? How many letters do we have? We got quite a few letters. Okay, so I told you before starting the stream tonight, I had a real bad case of the brain worms. Like, I was really in a bad place mentally today. And I kind of helped get over it. You know who I listened to? I listened to MF Doom, the legendary late rapper, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, the man himself, MF Doom. So check out this. We came to see MH Room. MH Room. MH Room. MS Room, ladies and gentlemen. Your favorite mushroom's favorite mushroom. She then walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. And that's the bottom line, because the witch said so. I'm fucked up. It's been a long day, please don't mind me. Saturdays are usually really, really bad. And that's part of the reason why Splatterday is my big stream of the week. Because I need to decompress just as much as y'all do. Got a 2-liter of Coca-Cola Zero Sugar running with me. Sensoka. Hell yeah, Sensoka, thank you for stopping by. I saw the Lulu coin you made, man. That was really cool, man. Who knows, maybe in the future, if I can get a couple PNGs together, I could get you to make a Amanda Splatts Sand Ruby coin. You're doing great, man. I'm sad to hear you wanted to close up the shop, though, but I understand. I do understand. We are playing Mushroom Musume, little princess maker game. Cultivation. Though the recluse was unsure of the specifics, they did realize it was important to heed her instructions. Care for the pot and the dirt and everything that lay within. So the recluse geared up, as any parent should, and assess the things they need to raise a child. Finances, in case nearby village and goods or services you could not provide. Nutrients for the child to help it grow strong, so they need plenty. It's being depleted on a daily basis. And finally, the recluse's own stamina could not be ignored. One cannot burn the candle from both. This is what people need to know. This is what people don't understand. You have to... And there are people I looked up to, people who helped form who Amanda Splatts was, that need to learn this lesson. That you need to take care of yourself in order to help take care of others. Thus began the longest growing season of the recluse's life. You realize that bird in your new goal, you've forgotten to feed yourself or procure any human food, really. So we got 8 nutrients, 1 money, 8 stamina. We don't have the money for that. No, fuck that. I'm not taking food out of my daughter's mouth. Fuck you, man. No. Oh, no. Fuck that. It looks like the only real option is to go foraging. Still a mushroom. So yeah, let's go hunt, man. I'd still like to make things, but other people be selling them to stitch them all for a while. Well, you take your time, Sensoka. You're a real flavor friend, man. You know where to find root. Yeah, Kara, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that the upgrades are just to the UI. Like, I don't know if there's any, like, story upgrades. Oh, man. You know where to find food. It's been something you've never struggled with previously. It's part of you, and nothing can change that. Not even the mushroom. Making your way to your favorite nook, you quickly find what you're looking for. Because the dirt is from my favorite nook. The dirt is from my favorite hunting nook. So this will go with that too. Of course, generous bounty treats for your daughter is a nice bonus. The decision being made, life continued. Recently, I began to think about your daughter's living quarters, specifically her pot. You have a few ideas on how to improve it. You only have so much time. Will you move forward? Keep the soil damp. And infuse the soil with a drop of your own blood. That's fucking weird. Buy some fancy, I don't have money. Decorate the pot. Use cooking scraps as compost. You know, that's good. And that's economical. That's economical. Plus, if it's from me and my saliva and eating and stuff, a little bit of me will be going in there too. So let's do that. Cook and scratch this compost. Recently, when cooking, you've noticed some waste. Perhaps the peels and scraps you normally throw into woods could have a better use. You begin to place small fragments of your meals in a special bin. It almost feels like you're sharing a meal with your daughter. That thought brings it's so cute. Hopefully she likes your cooking. She'll have a lot of it in her life. Her quality of life hasn't been improved. Life continued. I'm dirt fucking broke. Something's happening. Oh, your daughter has changed in the night. She's smiling. She's smiling. She's happy. One morning, you awaken with the weight on your chest, and you open the fire, you find a heavy mushroom sitting on top of you. The creature has grown little arms and legs and demonstrates her newfound mobility by clambering off the bed as you wake up. This game is so cute, man. Her demeanor seems cheerful, wandering about in an excitable and inquisitive mood. Encourage her optimism. Spend time nurturing her environment. Motivate her to be more practical. I want to foster her creativity, man. I want to encourage her optimism, foster her creativity. Your daughter's development is going better than expected, and you want to promote her cheerful nature. You encourage her to appreciate beautiful things, bringing her to that flower-filled glade you once visited. Enthralled by the wondrous sights, appreciating nature quickly becomes her favorite pastime, and she spends much of her time wandering outside. The decision being made, life continued. One evening, you hear a light knocking at your door. Quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the Witch of the Oh shit. Da, 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 da. I didn't hear the glass breaking. Could she be here and visit or settle a debt? No, I don't want to owe the witch anything. You know what? You gave me her. I wanted to introduce you to her. I want you to meet my mush MS Room. I'm here to see MS Room. Perhaps it's time for your daughter to meet the witch. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Two of you will answer the door and invite the gloomy woman inside for a dry and awkward small talk. Something about the way the two absently stare at each other. You wonder if it made some sort of connection today. They're freaking each other out, and it's cool. I love it. This game just makes me smile, man. The decision being made, life continued. The day has gotten away from you already. The sun's gentle descent is being swallowed behind the forest's reach. You weren't able to finish everything you set out for today, but you'll have time for one more chore. Get drunk. Barter for some good shit. New construction materials. Take your daughter for a walk. Finish your favor with the village's leader asked of you. You know what? If the head of the city asks me to do something, I'll do it. Because I want to stay in good with the mayor. Because it takes a village to raise a child. Doing favors for the leader is comfortable for you. It allows flexibility while still giving you some funds. Today is no different. Oh my god! From $1 to $9. Today's no different than usual. You heard some cats for the leader. Exchange, they pay you. Fair enough. Money, money, money. Your task behind you. You and your daughter return home, do a nice bath, and a simple dinner. All I had to do was catch a couple fucking cats. Great. Oh, she's growing. Ah, your daughter has changed in the night. How cute. One morning, you notice that your daughter is nowhere to be seen. After an hour of searching the nearby area, you find her walking in a nearby meadow. Environment is excellent. Affection is 3. Underdeveloped and bland. I guess she's still growing. Music bond. You've developed a rapport with your creator, the Witch of the Words. Oh, Mystic Bond. And despite a rocky introduction, the daughter is as civil as any human. So she's normal, except she's down with the witch. So she's just your normal, everyday, average mushroom. One morning, you notice that MS room is nowhere to be seen. After an hour of searching the nearby area, you find her walking in a nearby meadow. She is surprised the creature now taking form of a young girl. You feel relieved to confirm that the witch hadn't betrayed you. At your approach, she turns and grins excitedly before continuing to appreciate her surroundings. Sit and watch her play. Buy her a nice gift to celebrate. Just gonna chill with my little mushroom. Your daughter seems content to do her own thing. She decided to let her play on the meadow as long as she likes. Take a seat near her. I appreciate the beauty of the forest and spend time thinking lovingly of your daughter. After some time, she tries to run about and bringing out you pretty things. You pick up the exhausted girl and the two of you return home. The decision being made, life continued. While sitting at home one day, you hear an oh. I keep waiting for another shoe to drop, man. Unfortunately, when you go to answer, you find yourself face to face with a man that you never wish to see again. Though he was older now, the scar running down his cheek was unmistakable. Okay, so the witch is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who's this guy gonna be? Oh god, this is gonna suck. It took me a while to find you this time, recluse. The sound of his voice sends a long gone chill down your spine. This man is your former business partner, from a time when you did work that was less than admirable, for a group of Samoans called the Bloodline. I'm sure all this time I've given you plenty of time to reflect. Are you finally ready to get back to business? You know what? Easy come, easy go, man. Easy come, easy go. I'm gonna give Roman Reigns. Hey, Mother TV, thank you for stopping by. This is Mushroom Musume. We're going to Mushroom today. Easy come, easy go. We gave this guy, but will he leave? If we pay him, will he leave? If we pay him, will he actually leave? You know what? Here, let's just go ahead and give Roman Reigns some money. You've known this man to not understand what he truly desires, money. Perhaps if you offered him some, he'd agree to leave you alone. You explained this thought of loud out his eyes sparkle. You've always known me so well. You quickly gather the amount of gold you hope will satisfy him in a pouch and place the pouch in his hand. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Da-da, da-da, da-da. You see, that's how long it's been since I've watched WWE. I still think Roman is the Shield thing. As he leaves, you tell him to never return. You awaken and let us go. Oh no! Fuck! Your daughter is covered in tiny parasitic creatures. Fuck! I did everything right though. For the sake of her health, you should probably find a way to get rid of the little pests. God, I don't want her to die, man. But this sounds like a smart choice. I don't want to save Scum either. You know what? I got the money. Roman Reigns didn't take nearly as much money as I thought he would. So let's buy her some of the best herbal pesticides. Dreading the potential spread of disease, she seeks some strong elixirs from the local apothecary. You apply the potion, it seems to instantly absorb to her skin, lends her a healthy shimmer and exterminates the bugs. Oh, very cool. Yeah, Mother Tiffy, you really want to check out the demo. I think you might like to stream it too. There's like hours upon hours upon hours of content and random choices. And it's just the demo. It's amazing. The decision being made, allow to continue. No, this place I think this game takes place in like medieval times. So it is, I believe. And then, when that you find yourself struggling to sleep, your mind wanders as you consider your current place in life. You've lived peacefully with your dad for many moons. Initially, it was strange. Well, it never stopped being strange, but you're always thankful for the company. Besides, the affection you felt for her was like any parent would feel towards their child. That was normal, at least. Your thoughts returned to the concept of time, particularly how you were once alone, and how afraid you are that you will be again someday. Your daughter has had more and more curiosities about the outside world. It's only a matter of time before she wants to strike her own path. You hope you will be fulfilled now. You hope you've done enough. Ultimately, you find comfort in what you've done. You may have had many failures in your life, but there's one thing you know you can die proud of. And now, we get to be MS Room. We get to be the mushroom. Isn't that cool? Oh, no, sorry. I wanted to see MS Room. I want to see what MS Room looks like. As they grew older, you worried about concern. Thankfully, your concerns were unwarranted. They were happy you'd grown enough to want to move. Oh. They were happy you'd grown enough to want to move out. They even offered to help you build your own home, close to theirs. You were welcome to visit any time, obviously. Faster than you would have anticipated, the two of you built your home together. They showed you all the tricks they knew and made sure to impart as much knowledge as they possibly could. Finally, the day arrived, you were officially on your own. You were scared, a little, but also excited. It felt like a new chapter was just beginning for you. Oh, so cool. I'm taking a quick screenshot. I don't want to open up Twitter right now because I'm trying to leave as many things closed as possible because I'm running a potato. You know what? This is only 86 memory, 70 CPU right now. Hold on. I'm going to just open up Twitter briefly. I refuse to call it X. Because I like to do this when I'm running things that aren't as chunky. I want to share them with the Twitter. MS Room. Elegant white veiled lady. We're here to see MS Room. MS Room. MS Room. So we're not damp. We got the myceliums in spades. What do each of these means? Meteoric. Truly an adept, you grow at an impressive rate. You have a scent, imposing scent that lingers around you. So I'm huge and I'm smelly. Well, dampness. Dampness, mycelium. Mycelium is health or optimism. Robustness is strength. Potency is like emotion, I guess. Humanity is, I guess humanity is luck or charisma more. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Tep. This is Metro Musume. This is MS Room. MS Room. MS Room. We are checking out Mushroom Musume. We have just finished the first chapter where we are the recluse, and now we are the mushroom. So it looks like she's got a lot of HP, okay strength, okay charisma, not very potent or damp, but we get by. Mushroom girls make do. She's very elegant. While tending to your home, you begin to feel an otherworldly pull towards the forest. You can't resist, and moments later you find yourself surrounded by trees standing in front of a mushroom-covered hut. Deep within you, you know the witch that made you resides here. Run away. Cautiously enter the hut. Enter the hut. Well, you know, we met when MS Room was little. She met the witch and they chilled a little bit, so she knows. I know who she is. Let's say hi. You enter the hut and bow respectfully, addressing the witch as you would apprentice to a master. She accepts your want for knowledge and begins tutoring you. Cool. Time moves strangely in these woods, and you're unsure how long you read scrolls and practice channeling. By the time you leave, you've gained slight control over your magic potential. The Mushromancer. Crypto the Mushromancer. Yeah, this game is so cute, man. So I'm an elegant white mushroom who got that voodoo. I'm a dry mushroom who got that voodoo. A man wearing a vibrant multicolored robes and a large pack approaches your home. He's heard rumors of a beautiful fungal woman. Oh, shit, wait. I wanted to show you that I'm a beautiful fungal woman. Oh, good. This is the history. He's heard rumors of a beautiful fungal woman has come to paint you. He asks if you will give him the honor of being the first to put your beauty to canvas. Convince the artist to teach you instead. I wonder what the little curlicue thing means. I don't know what any of these mean. I want to teach you instead. Refuse, you're not that vain. Accept the request and allow. I want to learn. I went into this run 100% clean-minded on what I wanted. I want her to be a scholar. I want her to learn and be educated about the world. The man's too disappointed to register your request for a lesson. He simply turns sadly. Fuck. There is a random element in this game. A random element. And I biffed it. I'm not learning how to draw. I'll just stick with those little S symbols with the lines. Or the little cubes. One day, without realizing, you stayed in the village much later than intended. The sun has fully set and darkness has enveloped all. Thankfully, you're capable of taking care of yourself. You know this settlement well, and the lack of sun does not change that. You decide to take a shortcut through an alley, but to your surprise, there are others as well. Quite a few others, in fact. It becomes apparent most of the people are flying through a single door, hopefully not turned off by your fragrance. When they go, they leave. They have many small trinkets that seem tired from a long night of cheering. Mind your own business. Enter the door. Steal for one of these easy marks. So I'm not gonna steal. How many note cards do I have? Nope, X1. Card X3. Feel magically your body is powerful, it's not unlimited. Empower spells with poison or spores at the cost of your own potency. Guess I would go in. Fuck. I didn't want to do the wrestling one. I saw Cara Malone do the wrestling story. I didn't want to do the wrestling storyline. I wanted to do something different. But here we are. After a while of spying, you're getting the impression you're free to enter. Your people, so you figure it's safe to investigate further. As you step inside, the roar of the crowd glows in volume and clarity. Takes your eyes a second to adjust to the dim light. You move past a few tables of merchant goods into a large room full of people. At the center of it all is an arena topped with a fighting ring. The ring is currently in use as two combatants circle each other. One fighter is a man of a crude grasshopper mask constructed out of dyed linen and leaves. He moves with a quick staggered step, often feigning his opponent. His opponent, a tall figure largely obscured by a dark cloak, encounters nimbly, keeping low. You watch as the grasshopper man grabs the cloak, using it to pull his opponent around the ring. You find yourself drawn towards the crowd. The mood of the fight simply intoxicating. Before you know it, you're whooping and hollering with the rest. Finally, in a thrilling conclusion, the Cape fighter manages to subdue the crude grasshopper. They triumphantly suplex the masked man to the joy of the crowd. Though initially slightly concerned for the man's health, you find both fighters have support immediately afterwards. Slowly, the crowd begins to dissipate. What a thrilling event. As you go to leave, a chubby woman, I watched the VOD of Cara Malone playing this months ago, getting this. So I know this woman is like Paul Heyman. A chubby woman wearing elaborate, decoratively paired glasses stops you. I've never seen anyone quite like you before, love. If you ever want to fight, come back here anytime. I think we can help you be something spectacular. You accept a scrap of paper the woman hands you and lists her name and where to find her. We elegant careful gives you the option to attend the balls, but no spoilers, Cara, please. No spoilers, no backseating, alright? Please. Giving her a quick farewell, you dash back home with much to consider. You feel a crisp breeze, the heat is relenting, and the trees are changing color. Fall has arrived. There's a knock at your door. When you go to answer it, you see a man dressed in an elegant black suit. Are you the fungal... Are you the fungal woman of the woods? He asked, as though seeing you in the mushy flesh was not enough. My employer wishes to invite you to a small dinner gathering. She's heard much about you, and thinks her guests would relish the chance to actually be acquainted with you. You stand there silently. That's supposed to be Gunther. That's supposed to be... Fuck it. You stand there silently in shock as the man proceeds to outline the details of the event. When she should arrive, what sort of clothing you see? Here's the ball. Oh, do you wear clothing? I'll have to double check the dress code, etc. Finally, after handing a small scrap of paper with elegant writing on it and bidding you adieu, the man left your doorstep. You think about the event that's been described to you and ultimately come to a decision. I'm just gonna be my fucking self. I'm gonna be my fucking self. You figured why not? If they'd like to meet you, you should be kind enough to allow that. On the day of the event, you gather yourself. You have nerves, of course. That's only natural. You make your way to the party. When you arrive, you see dozens of people dressed in monocles and other strange clothing items that don't seem to serve any practical purpose. They're all sitting at a long rectangular table, spotted with food dishes you couldn't even begin to guess the identity of. A woman eventually greets you with an excited shriek. I want to do Vince McMahon, but Vince McMahon seems like the kind of guy who would fit this. Oh, ho, ho. You are just darling. Butler, please fetch a drink and have our guest and have her seated. You figure this is the host and thank her for her invitation. She moves to sit next to you at the large table and ends up keeping you company for the rest of the night. Another fail. Over the course of the evening, she introduces you everyone around the table. Most of them challenged by you if a little bored, until you get one particularly rude man shoves his bony index finger in your face. Another fail. Goodness, this is the worst one yet. Where do you keep finding these beasts? The host seemed displeased with this outburst and excused the man from the premises, but you were left with the feeling of discomfort after that. It's an interaction you find yourself thinking about as you walk home, sometimes at night when you try to fall asleep. The night sky is clear and beautiful as you sit atop a small hill, looking up. Something catches your eye and you notice a streak of a shooting star. Quick, make a wish. Grow stronger. Do good health. You know what? Fuck it. Let's shoot the moon, man. We're going for world peace. Yeah, baby. World peace. You head to bed that night hoping your wish helps out even just one person who's struggling out in the wild world. You fall asleep with a warm, fuzzy feeling. You're wandering through the suburbs of the village one day when you notice an unusual sight. Before you is a collection of 5 or 6 young humans crowded together in a circle. When you walk closer, you can more clearly hear the words that seem to be shouting at each other. Damn it! One of them cries out. I should have went scroll. You always go scroll against you. Scroll. Are these people scholars? When you take a closer look, you see the group reset. 2 new humans go in the center of the circle, holding up a... It's rock, paper, scissors. It's rock, paper, scissors. The rest of the group take their disappointed position, looking on intense excitement. This is it. If you win the whole pot. One of the onlookers was speaking close to the one competitor. How intriguing. A pot? A prize pot? You only have a boring... I know she's talking about like a sack of money. But maybe MX room is a little dense. You have a boring old regular pot. A prize pot would be quite the upgrade. She's a bit of a dolt, but I love her. You can see it from here. Oh, there is. I'm an idiot. There is a prize box. There is a nice big mushroom. I'm a fucking idiot. Ornate, you want the pot? How do you try to get it? Join the competition. This can't be legal. Or piss off. You know what? Let's have some fun. You're not sure if it's too late to join, but you figure it's getting later with every passing second. Without another moment of delay, you run forward and implore them to let you to join the mysterious ceremony. The humans share a look with each other and then words. Do we have to? I just want to win this thing and get it over with. Of course, you'd say that, Jeremy. I think a random mess with your show. Kara senpai, I asked for no backseating. I'm sorry. I respect you as my senpai, man. I do. But please, with the backseating, man. Please. Of course, you'd say that, Jeremy. I think a random mushroom lady showing up with a good curveball myself. But what if she wins the prize? Oh, whatever. She can have it. It's not that good anyways. Finally, they seem to reach a decision. Yeah, you can play. You know the rules of stone, scroll, shears. It's rock, paper, scissors. Unfortunately, you're forced to tell them you do not know the rules. Thankfully, they're quick teachers. Till the countdown's performed, at the end of the countdown, you perform a hand sign for stone, scroll, or shears. Why backseat when I can crop? Stone can defeat shears. Scroll can defeat stone. Shears can defeat scroll. So it's rock, paper, scissors. It's also a little strange to you. It's sort of a game that you've not encountered before. It requires strange symbolic thinking. But does seem to be a game of luck, at least. How is my luck? How is my luck level? I don't think there's a luck level. With the rules now in your grasp, watch the final round. Perhaps it'll teach you the necessary strategy if there is one. The two final human competitors ready for their battle. 3. The audience began the players whipping their backwards, and then time 2. On the last second, the glance of intensity shared by both competitors. 1. The two throw their selection in front of them. One of them simply told Shears, and the other Stone. The absolute madman wins Stone. The crowd cheers and whoops excitedly. One of the players, the disgraced loser, mournfully re-enters the crowd. The winner, on the other hand, looks to you. All right, stranger, let's see what you got. You're pushed to the middle of the circle. With barely pause, the crowd starts shouting. Three, two, one. Oh, no, I'm not going to be a jerk. No. The dude just called Rock. So I'm going to go ahead and call Rock and see what happens. Without you thought your hand has selected the outcome for you. The crowd sounded the gauge of distinction, determining the winner. Finally, after a second of shot, you and both your opponent probably uses the hands. We lost. It's bad, isn't it? Crowd silent, disappointment. Next time we're going to recruit a Stone Skull Tears champion to come kick your ass, Jeremy. One of the teen states plainly. It seems you're not the champion they were hoping for. Your opponent, on the other hand, seems ecstatic. They jump up and down gleefully, finally returning to the prize chest. Mine, all mine, they cry as they tear the open to reveal snacks. You thought the prize was a pot. Whatever, it literally doesn't matter to you anymore. With a little fanfare, you decide it's time best to leave. As you go to do so, you feel something soft at the back of your head. Better luck next time, little girl, your opponent will shout, so you looking down and see a single chunk of nougat laying on the ground. You suppose this is your share? After hitting the ground, the nougats require to find dusting and dirt. Thankfully, that's okay with you. You walk away disappointed to lose the game, but happy to have a little walking treat at least. MS Room is a bit of a dolt, but she's got a good heart. One day, while relaxing at home, you begin to notice it's getting harder for you to move. Something in your body has become I ain't damp enough. You normally get sore muscles, but simple activity is getting harder for you. You seem to be losing weight too, and one morning you awake to find out one of your branches has fallen off in your sleep. Oh no. A strange fatigue hits you not long after you wake, so you take a seat in your home and try to rest. Once you try to rise from your seat, your strength fails you and you plop right back into the chair. You barely move your head to look down and try to stand once more. You try to bracing your arms against the arms of the chair, but you put your weight to them to rise. One of your thin, wrinkled arms crumple. Oh, God. So it's totally fine. It'll grow back, right? You desperately try to reassure yourself when you struggle to get up, but when you try to kick your leg for a moment, it too crumbles. You're able to stay for a little longer. So much you've crumbled away, you can no longer move. The last few moments of your life are spending in your home before your finally body falls to pieces, and the magic that gave you life dries up. I don't think you even got any options that would have let me add to my moistness. Got plenty of stuff to keep you farming for a while. I'll tell you a bit about what plays in the full game. We're trying the demo again. I don't care about that shit right now. We're doing this again. We're doing this again. Bring me a jar of soil to help the problem. Not all dirt is the same. Consider the source carefully, alright? We're speed running the witch chapter. The most picturesque section of the forest you've ever set your eyes upon. We're doing this again. Hey, thanks for streaming the game. I'm one of the Rosky boys. Sorry to see how much you dropped, but love the game. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Zorzana. Thank you. Much love and respect. You made a great game, but I fucked it up. I'm gonna play again. I told everyone at the beginning of the stream, if my mushroom dies, I'm doing a second run. Because this takes like 1 to 3 hours, doesn't it? Hey, check it out. Check out Mushroom Musume, because we're going to check it out again, too. We're speedrunning the Witch chapter, though. Pinterest of the four. Now, you see, this is the same question as asking previously, but there's a different set of choices. Magical spot, which is on front yard. Picturesque section. Yeah, let's do something pretty. There's a place to pass through on occasion, decorated with green leaves and fragrant blossoming flowers. Only a place of beauty left one such a novel in choice, only the best for their daughter. Usual run is an hour, but speed gives us like 45 minutes. It varies. Yeah, this game looks very good. And I'm sorry I sped run through the features for the full version, but I got pissed. I will go. It looks like they're adding mini games and stuff. So we've got so much content in the base game. Imagine what the main game is going to be like. It's going to be awesome. Hold on. Crack open my Coke Zero. Gonna be a long fucking night. But we press on. We press on a Splatterday night. We can't stay up too horribly long because, like I said, I got family visiting in the morning. But we'll find out. We'll find out who mushroom we get this time. We've been writing 300,000 words to the main game. I've been writing so. Mel, you keep working, man. You keep cooking. I've wish listed the game already, man. This would be a lot of fun to check out, man. I believe we said fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, like there are 3 games. Like there are 3 games I'm waiting for more than anything else. Mushroom Musume, the Port of Rage of the Dragons, and Sorry We're Closed. 3 very different games I'm looking forward to. Shooting Ferguson. Well, you cook, man. You cook. And I thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry I'm so bad at video games, including visual novels. Okay, so... picked very well, it shall do. Chapter 2, second day. The Witch. Offer me that which embodies the emotion you provide for your daughter. The link is in the description, Jawoon. Link is in the description. And like I said, there's 20 endings in just the demo alone. And amazing music. By the way, now, I was made aware of the color codes, but I might check them out at the end, because you notice that the color changes to the color of your Mush girl. So I'm going to keep that. The Reckless Punishment, what do they have to offer? Book of Poetry, Mirror, Tear Stained. Tear Stained, no, that's not cool. Silver hand, back and mirror. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, I'll be right back. Back. Hey, Cara, please check your DMs. So go with the Book of Poetry. Because, you know, paper, that'd be good for a girl. Almost shamefully, the recluse located an old book of poetry from when they were young and going through a phase. The prose wasn't good by any standard, but it nevertheless served as an excellent expression of angst and youthful rebellion for their daughter. Returning to the witch, the recluse held out their offering. I suppose all growth comes at a cost. Feeling a tender hollowness, the recluse declined to answer. The third day. Oh, this is the color one. Let's go back to the Stony River. I like the choice of colors in the Stony River. So we got poetry and we got beauty. So this is going to be a pretty mushroom. Red, turquoise, deep brown, obsidian, dark glassy ghosts of ancient fires. I kind of like that. I kind of like how that is. A small black orb was the object of the recluse's interest. Obsidian can be sharper than any steel and hold within it the terrible beauty of night and the ferocious anger of flame. So many possibilities, such capacity for their daughter, it was perfect. A little hard to read. But again, it matches this character. So it's just a little bit more annoying to read though. But I think everyone can see it okay. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, colored item in hand. She saw and took the object, nodded her head. You want your promised daughter? Here you go. Matter of payment. Pay me now with wealth. Pay me now with life. Pay me sometime soon. Pay me much later date. There you go. We'll do the money again. It worked out last time. What to give our obsidian mushroom? Hmm. So, MS room. What should this one be called? Hey, chat, what should I name the mushroom? What should I name our obsidian mushroom? Any ideas? Jawoon, you are too adorable. Shroomanda, it is. Oh my. Shroomanda, man. I love it. I fucking love it. So only Fate Sound 2 should ever meet again. Okay, now I think things change up a little bit. Care the pot, the dirt, and everything that lay in it. It's teaching you this phase. A flock of 100 birds have been hassling both your crops and your daughter recently. In fact, they've become quite the nuisance. Gonna hunt them down, ignore them, or poison them. You know, if I hunt them down, I could eat them. But if I poison them, I can't eat them. So this will save me. This will save everyone wins. You retrieve your bow and are lucky to leave with not one but 2 birds from the flock. They shouldn't show up again for a while, and you and your daughter may rest. Nothing more can be done to the birds. The matter was laid to rest. Hell yeah. The day has gotten away from you. Already the sunset on the sun to be swallowed by the force reach. You weren't able to finish everything you set out for today. You only have time for one more chore. Barter for some fine substrates. Finish the favor. Tired of the tavern. I'm broke. This is the only thing that's not going to cost me money. We'll do the favor again. We'll just do the favor again. I'm lacking the stamina, though. I need to rest. Mushroom is growing. Oh, your daughter has changed. This is... Well... That's different. Her demeanor seems active and brazen. Often to find herself engaged. Oh no, she's a troublemaker. Encourage her boldness. Spend time nurturing her environment or motivate her to do something safer. Let's... You know what? You be you, Shroomanda. You be you. Your daughter's development has gone better than expected. You want to promote her adventurous nature. You set out furniture and boxes around the home nearby, giving her more opportunity to push her mobility to its limits. She takes her new independence easily and often worries you when she wanders too far off. As the sister being made, laugh continued. One evening, you hear a light knocking at the door. Quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the Witch of the Woods standing on the doorstep of the hut. Why is she here? Introduce her. I'm good with money. I'm going to go ahead and introduce her. Right. Something about the absolutely certain each other. You wonder if they made some sort of connection. Life continues. Parasitic creatures again. Embrace the change. Oh, shit. What should I do? I want to do a different choice. This one isn't going to cost me any stamina, and I'm almost out of stamina, so... You've noticed a creature like this, you feel compelled to let things take their course. The existence seems to make your daughter uncomfortable, then... Oh, fuck. Fuck. What's happening? Your daughter has changed in the night. You notice your daughter's nowhere to be seen. After now searching, she stands near the trees. Creature take form of a young girl. I've got a little something to celebrate, why not? If I got it to spend, I got it to give. Momentous achievement. You tell your daughter you're going to the village to buy a present. She grabs you to sleep excitedly till you head trip back down. Daughter enjoys the outing and lovingly carries a small bird cage she picked out at the market. Decision being made, laugh continued. One evening you will discover many footprints outside your home, three-toed and webbed. Some strange creatures, oh no, been poking around. You've heard the rivers of these woods are home to nefarious turtle-like creatures that capture human children only to bring them... Oh, are these kappas? Are these kappas? Environment exceptional, underdeveloped, and feral. Feral. And invested. Your child isn't human, you can leer the envious eyes from the tree line. They know a precious daughter when they see one. By the looks of the tracks, these ones are quite young. Perhaps you could do something to frighten them away from your home. Magic ward. Hunt one of them. Stand guard until they stop. Deal with their ass. Or keep her inside in the evenings. Probably good to keep her inside anyways if she's infested. The amphibious amount of scout just before sunset capture their quarry as darkness falls. It'd be a simple matter to just let your daughter inside during those dangerous hours. After sitting her down for a little talk, you warn her about the scary turtle men and inform her of the new rule. When the sun starts to fall, she must come home and stay there all night. At first she seems a little confused and upset. You aren't sure at first she understands. Even still, every ending she dutifully returns before nightfall. You've been given defeat by the caution and the locked doors. The vile turtle men give up their tracks and no longer appear near your home. The rule, however, remains. Decision being made, laugh continued. Harsh weather has taken its toll on your garden. Your entire harvest has been... Oh, shit. Good thing I've got money. Waste both the food and labor and rotted and destroyed without immediate action. You and your daughter will be in trouble later down the line. Start again. Old food. Make her tend to the plants, or... What's this one? Eat the loss. We're just gonna have to eat it. You're a bit of an expert in that area. Next year you'll be better prepared. For now, you'll rest and simply go without. Decision being made, laugh continues. There have been many strange weeks since the witch doctor you gifted an enchanted pot of dirt. Felt like much longer. You would perhaps underestimate the amount of effort it would take to rear a child. The long days and nights toiling for her every need left you drained. And the constant aching tiredness made it difficult to be present for the girl. You suspect you weren't the role model growing child needed. You sat down your mug of ale and readying yourself for another night of restless sleep. Maybe in the morning things would be easier. Well, she lived. She lived, though. She's alive, though. You suspected for a long time your time with the recluse was coming to an end. They raised you, you suppose, felt often like you were trapped. Like you were kept locked away, unwanted and forgotten. But you're older now. You have the ability to fend for yourself. There's no reason to stay where you aren't wanted. Your preparation had been underway for a while. You made a little place for yourself to live in the woods. Tomorrow's the day to act on your plan. And while the path ahead seems a little frightening, things can only get better from here. Maybe in the morning, you'll finally be able to see for yourself. Distant parent? What the... Distant parent. I fucking did everything for Amanda. Distant parent. Not cool, man. Not cool. I'll share this on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. Let's try this again. While wandering in the woods, you always do your best to remain vigilant of possible outside entities you can run into. Certain animals are keen to cause problems for you, that's not even to mention the humans. Great appeal, you're naturally charming and people seem to love you, that's cool. She sure as hell didn't get that from me. Infested, young adult, you've grown to a young woman. Alright. Certain animals are keen to cause trouble for you, that's not even to mention the humans. It's with this awareness you would take nearby being. You pause, listening to soft sounds of footsteps, human footsteps you suspect, or at least something vaguely human in shape. Finally, you spot the intruder. Realization floods over. It's the recluse. Make your presence known. Well, make your presence known. Come on. It's been a while since you've seen the human that raised you. It's mostly your decision, if you're being honest. But today, for some reason, you feel something. Emerge to try to make a connection, you suppose. Wordlessly, you step forward through the thick of the wilderness that had previously hidden you. The recluse, a bindle in their hands, looks dead in the eyes. Oh, it's just... I'm not that much of a bitch! This insinuation, though left unseen, it fills you with an emotion that feels like it's grabbing your heart, or at least the thing that you think is hard is your chest trying to wring it out. You don't like it. Sure. You know what? If I'm gonna be a dick, she deserves to tell me to fuck off. It's hard to say why. You feel like this is your last chance to have to tell them about specifically your feelings, even more specifically how it felt being raised in their household. Parents meant to love their child, or at least that's what you've been told. Some part of you deeply resents that you were able to have this stereotypically human experience, and you suspect it's because he did not truly see you as human to begin with. Perhaps you're an experiment that realized you're an experiment with feelings. Before you lose your nerve, you tell them all this and more. You're not sure why, but it feels like you're ejecting something from your body to expel your thoughts at them, like a pressure is being reduced. The recluse simply stands there listening to complaints monastically. Finally, when you finish, they look up and down as if reminding themselves of you. You aren't what I wanted either, they simply say before walking it away. That pressure you had previously relieved can be felt winding itself back out. You bitterly mumble to yourself and you finish going about the rest of your... It's unclear whether telling your feelings help or not, but at least now you have a clear picture of who they are in your mind. Vibrant multicolored robes. He wants to paint me. I'm not that vain. You'd rather root to a man because you don't feel some silly little painting to feel good about yourself. He stops over and helps for a few days, so to find crude paintings and drawings of you all. Revenge porn! My first die roll. Second run. We got a dude making revenge porn. One day, without realizing, he stayed in the village. Sunflower said darkness enveloped all. Feel for one of them. Mind your own business out of the door. Let's infest them with friendship. Before you can think over much about the strange venue, you hear inward chattering that quickly takes a hold of your thought. Just look at them all. You can hear the collective writhe at you. They would so much very love some friends. Yes, you agree. Yes, yes, you think you do. Friends for all. You're so sad, so tired of being feared. You don't want enemies. You want. I think that just saved the run, man. The critters skitter from your body in a grotesque diaspora, acquainting themselves with the mass of people outside before pouring into the venue proper. I'm patient zero. I'm patient zero, man. Through Amanda is the vector. For a while, you're not sure what's happening, but at length your friends return to you, and comes your clarity. It's actually quite nice. Unlike before, you can travel with the runs, not the covering weight of all of those eggs. You only hope the townsfolk are appreciative of your gift. I am fucking disease, baby. I am filth. Yeah. You feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting, trees are changing in color. Fall has arrived. The night sky is clear, beautiful. You sit upon a stump atop a small hill, looking up. Something catches your eye, and you notice a streak of a shooting star. Quick, make a wish. Good health. I'm not in good health. Why would I wish to stay in good health? I want to grow stronger. Next day it feels harder to get out of bed. Your muscles feel oddly sore, too. Well, you remind yourself not to make a habit of lying on stars. One day while tending to foraging bits in the woods, you made a strange discovery. You go to retrieve some fruit from a large shrub, but as you move a branch, you notice something out of the corner of your eye, a glint of metal. Metal? Could it be a lost item belonging to some human, or could it be something valuable for you to keep? You go to more closely examine the item and have a realization. Before you is a perfectly sculpted copper hand. A copper hand. It's the SmackDown fist. It's the thing they got out of Mae Young. As you lean in to look for any marks that could betray its origin, you realize the hand is Oh no! It's as someone had taken the person, plated them with copper. You wonder if this is the case for the second, but a real horror is when you see it move. The being stands up. Surely plated copper with could not move with such fluidity. You hear a sound as if the thing were speaking. You are unsure of what to say. The thing seems confused at your confusion for a moment, before snapping your fingers in thought. She stretches out one arm up, touches the back of her head, and cheerfully speaks. Sorry, I totally forgot to adjust my translator. Can you understand me now? You find yourself shocked for a moment, a chipper suspicion of whatever this thing is. While your response is slightly delayed by shock, you confirm her you can technically understand what she's saying. This information brings her joy, which results in a little hop and exclamation which goes, whoa! Her excitement's contagious. When she clasps her hands in yours, you can't help but jump with joy with her. Being this closer, you get a chance to examine this being a little more closely. Once you look beyond her glistening coat, you see her spherical characteristics more clearly. She is petite, thinly stalked, and standing just slightly shorter than you, with slightly numbered and similarly numbered and proportioned limbs. Though her face is human-like in nature, it is not precise. Finding the difference in human faces was occasionally challenging for you, but something about hers felt a little off. Maybe an eye too many? Do humans ever know those little antennae? I found an alien! I infested people and I found an alien. We're getting weird tonight. You're quickly snapped out of your thoughts as the being asked you a question. So you're a member of the dominant species of this planet? I'd love a tour guide if you wanted to show me what people do for fun around here. You consider her request for a second. What do people do for fun? Well, you suppose you have a couple of ideas. Let's take her to the village that I infested. That'll be fucking fun. A tour? What humans like to do? Wait a second. You know exactly what humans like to do. They live in a little village with other humans. You tell the girl you're not a member of the dominant species, but you can show her where they hang out. Without wasting any time, the two of you begin to walk to town. Your guest frequently interrupts your journey, stopping to marvel at some of the footprints left in the mud, or interrogating you about the function of a pine cone. Thankfully, she's always happy to hear your perspective on these things as well. You evidently vast knowledge about this area amuses and maintains your curiosity. Of course, when the two actually arrive in town, the excitement only grows. There's people, after all, so many of them. The two of you end up near the market, a wide open area with tons of interesting human stuff, like food and even clothing. While browsing, something seems to catch your eye. You pick up the copper-plated door knocker, large and ornate, carefully caresses it. Wow, this is just like me, huh? You compare the glisten of the knocker old skin, tilting it in different ways to see it in different light conditions. The salesperson, despite clearly being unsure of the two of you initially, clearly knows the customer when he sees one. It complements you perfectly. I've never seen such a clear match before. Your cop companion looks at you with pleading speech. I want this! If you want, you'll buy it for it. Steal it or not. Fuck it, you're being nice to me. You get the token. The merchant rolls his eyes. 3 coins worth 3 is such a bargain. Fuck it, I'll buy it. Fuck it, I'll buy it. Rolls his eyes. 3 is a bargain. I'm out of coins. I'm out of coins. Fuck it. Humans just they're like currency. It's a simple door knocker. No reason for them to board it so tightly. Thankfully, you have your own method to get around such snooty situations. You point your finger behind the man's shoulder, and that dragon is approaching it. Oh, fuck. I was born yesterday. You suppose it goes your plan. With Grimms, you inform your friend you cannot get at the door knocker. You explain to her that humans place great value on minerals like copper, which raises complicated feelings in her. I really want it, though. Are you sure? She turns to the merchant and growls in her displeasure. They look super expensive to these people. She gives up to him. You leave the stall. You and the copper woman spend a while longer in the market, but her realization you cannot participate in commerce, she seems to have put a damper on her enjoyment. For long, she raises her arms in a yawn. Well, thank you for showing me to a town. I think I'm going to do some independent research on this two-legged species. See you later. You wave goodbye, she skips off in the distance. It's a shame you couldn't get her again. At least you didn't waste any money on overpriced rocks. One evening, you witness a strange occurrence as you approach your home. A pair of humans huddled in a nearby bush watching your camp intently. Eyes locked on the strange abode as if they don't notice your approach. It appears they're here to spy on you. You, in turn, find a wooded spot near to observe the pair. They don't appear to be armed, but carry large oblong packs and travel gear. How strange. After several months of observation, you consider what to do about the humans. Find a sign and they don't pose a threat. You casually. What? Casual. The closer you approach, these are academics, field researchers. They don't even notice your approach. After a long moment of standing outwardly, you clear your throat. One yells suddenly, and the other creature steadies herself, having nearly fallen over. That creature, it's really here. The two suddenly break the frantic destruction with her, and before you struggle to work in, we should leave before the witch finds us. The researchers pack their things. You feel somewhat forgotten now that they are suddenly very interested in leaving. You should head out too, a researcher calls with you, practically announced about. The witch will begin her hunt soon. What a strange encounter, you find yourself thinking later that night. What did they come here for? Why do humans live in such mortal fear of the witch? With your mind buzzing with questions, you retire for the night. Over the course of a few days, you begin to notice something interesting as you wake up in the morning. You're always just a little bit dirtier than you were when you went to sleep. One day you're awake and you look in a mirror. There's blood on your chin. Couldn't possibly be yours. You're unsure of what to make of this at first. But it happens more often. You're awake with partially eaten beasts strewed around the room. Then your sleep starts claiming more and more time of the day. You wake later. Finally realize something is part of you that wants to be free, not restrained like the current situation. You don't need a human home like humans have. You're simply not human. For a long time you've grappled with this, realizing you're different from those around you, and what you had assumed were anchored to consequential ways. But you're wrong, aren't you? You're compatible with human society, with living like a human. Tonight you would skip the middleman. You would fall asleep in the woods, not just in your little hut, but in nature. So you do. Your life in the woods without the pretense of trying to resemble something you're not feels like breathing. You think you'll like it here. Finally free. You have freed yourself from the tethers of the human world. Well, she lived at least. This one fucking lived. Close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I bite my hand. I am the beast I worship. I know soon comes my time, but I am the beast I worship. I have found myself from humanity. And I don't know if that's a good ending or not. She lived, though. She lived. That's the big thing. She lived. So that's Amanda, infested with rot and bugs, and now living in the forest among her kind, which are the bugs. And she met an alien briefly. You know, I've only been here like an hour and a half. I thought this game was going to be longer, like 3 hours each. Oh, it's just an hour each. One more go. One more go. We're going to do this one last time. I'm going to have a mush. We're just going to go ham on this one. We tried to be, and we got a beautiful mushroom who dried up and died. We got a mushroom who gave up her humanity and walked into the woods. Let's find that third one. Okay, heirloom. Now this third one, I'm determined not to pick anything I've already chosen. Unless it takes my Dean Ambrose note card. I'm determined to make it completely different. Third time's the charm, baby. Ooh, why did I just minimize everything? That was weird. So one died, and one is feral beast in the friggin' jungle. Things are gonna get better, though. Third time's the charm, baby. Third time's the charm. Knife. Your most used cast iron skillet. Dark weathered tome. Fuck it, let's go knife. The dagger had been purchased from a man that extruded a certain darkness. They liked it about him if they were being honest. The recluse wanted their daughter to have an edge in this world. On this day, I see clearly everything. My Durango. What number is my Durango? Write your answers in the comment below. Recluse wanted their daughter to have an edge in this, an Adam Copeland in this world, and it would begin here. Bringing back the props of the witch, she simply gave a smile. Oh, perfect. After the brief detour with the witch, the day-to-day schedule. Second day. Emotion. Mirror. Poetry. Lawn ornament. Let's do the lawn ornament. Why not? Just outside the door of the recluse sculpted the stone effigy of an odd, impish creature. It served well to protect the outside the house. Perfect way to express the resolve the recluse would carry for their daughter. Turn to which the recluse held out the offering. All growth comes at a cost. Alright, now the color. Let's go to the flowers this time. Only a few options. Pumpkin, cardinal flowers, forget-me-nots blue, Foxglove, purple bell-like blooms, black pansies, a Stygian omen. You know, I want to do the Stygian pansies, but I already did black for the second one. So let's do perp. Purple bell-like, oh wait, what would red do? Red would be, ooh. Prideful red bloom, hell yeah. They were the loudest flower the recluse had ever seen. Reminded him of fine, vivid things, expensive dyes, and lavish clothes. He'd never afford these things to society, but the flower was free. Their daughter would never go without. There we go, red. Now I like how this looks. I do like how this looks. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, colored item in hand. There you go. Payment. Pay me now with your wealth. Pay me now with your life. Pay me now sooner. Pay me much later. Pay you now in life. Drain the blood, baby. Certainly. Go cold yet not unkind embrace. Walk hours later, the easy feeling that something was missing. The witch was still there, waiting for the recluse. With the small payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. What is this one? She got a knife. She's stabby. She's red. I paid my blood to give her life. Shroom Ruby. This will be Shroom Ruby. Alright. The recluse wasn't sure of the species and everyone important to the instructions. So, 8 nutrients, 8 finances, 1 stamina. Nutritious option. Go to the woods. Eat the mushroom. Steal. No, I'm not Timber. Yeah, let's go to the market. I got fucking money this time. I got money this run. Some things you're not possibly find to make on your own. Sometimes you desire them, rather you indulge, but today is different. Strolling through the market, you find a booth with particularly interesting food you've never had before. A strange soup that's thick, hearty, and incredibly spicy. Yeah, picante! I had a recently spicy soup. It was a jalapeno cheeseburger soup with little chunks of, like, bullshit meat. What do you call it? Like the Salisbury or whatever. I didn't expect it to be so spiced, though. You purchased more than you could eat and decided to give your child the scraps. They seemed to invigorate her. This should be made, laugh continued. Your dining living quarters, especially the pot. You have a few ideas of improvement. We'll have so much time. What will you move forward with? Make sure it's damp. Decorate it. Cooking scraps. Fancy substrate. Yeah, let's keep going with the blood theme. Keep going with the blood. Typical of parent-child, you've been told. You want your finger to know a parent. You prick your finger and tell your darkest secret as you quench your thirst. You prick your finger and tell her your darkest secret as you quench it. This gets weirder and weirder, and I'm here for it. I need to share your burdens in life. You think life creates an inkling of what those burdens are. The quality of life being have improved, life continues. I will tell you my deepest, darkest secret. Something's happening. Oh, God! Oh, Lord. Shroom Ruby, are you okay, man? Underdeveloped and simple, but she's happy. Okay. I got enough blue locomotive. Creature slinks around uneasily, and a cute little face now greets her once featureless body. Her demeanor seems gloomy and shy, preferring to sit in dark corners for long periods of time. Her environment. I'll nurture her environment. Promote her growth, spending extra effort improving her living conditions. Your daughter seems to appreciate the attention and emotes cheerfully. Life continued. One evening, you hear a light knocking at your door. It's the witch. Introduce her to your daughter. Privately request a stipend. I chose introduce the first 2 times. Let's ask for some money. Or stay put, you greet the witch at the door. 2 of you walk through the woods, partaking in light conversation. You decide to feel comfortable asking the witch for a stipend, something to help raise the child. She shrugs in acceptance, handing you a small parcel of coins. At the next clearing, she takes a leave in a seemingly random direction. The decision being made, life continues. Thank you, Stone Cold Steve Austin. A flock of hungry birds have been harassing your crops and your daughter recently. In fact, they've become quite the nuisance. Y'all are going down. This is the 3rd run of the night. I don't give a fuck. After a quick trip to the market, you scatter poison feed, watch the coming weeks as the birds grow weak. Slowly they perish. Slowly. Painfully. This is how a life is taken. Darkest Dungeon, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Sanderly. Slowly they perish, one by one, like ebon angels rebuked from on high. You delight in the graduating silence, the bliss that comes without their hideous quacking. Consequence of their actions brings a smirk to your face each time one drops, and you're diligent in reassuring your daughter just how much they deserved it. Plus, it's a proper lesson for her on how to deal with. Nothing more can be done for the birds. The matter was laid to rest. I'm gonna suck killing. Oh, she's happy. She looks like she's happy. But she's almost dead. Underdeveloped and simple. Alright. One morning you notice your daughter's nowhere to be seen. Eventually discover her hiding in a narrow crevice under a large stump. As she shyly retreats into the hole, doesn't want to leave. Wait for her, buy enough gift, and let's encourage her to come out. Fast up and out behind, telling her it's time to go. She smiles apprehensively, but accepts, and the 2 of you return home in hand. Life continues. Your daughter needs food, and you've just run out. You need to find something to feed her, or she'll surely starve. Hunt. No, I'm going hunting for my daughter. You spend the day foraging, digging in the woods, return with a heap of mushroom food. Little hard to be sure, but she's thankful for your efforts. Thank you. Life continues. Sitting at home one day, you hear an unexpected knock at the door. Oh, it's Roman Reigns again. It's Solo Sikoa this time. Go back to business. You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll join the bloodline. I'll be your Jacob Fatu. Yeah, I love the God back in the day. Tamatanga Tangaloa. I don't know why they're brothers if one is the first name and the other one's name is the last name. But that's fine. I love the Bullet Club. You know, I run for yourself so long. Perhaps it's time to re-embrace some parts of yourself. After inviting the man up to you speak for several hours, the song just saturates the air. Though you were initially hesitant, the thought of working them again seems oddly appealing. Leaves, he gives you some coin. An advance payment, he says. He's going to be Solo Sikoa this time. Hopefully this time things will be different. One night, you find yourself struggling to sleep. Your mind wanders to consider your current place in life. Looks like the same one as the first one. Dripping, decay, and tasty. Telling her to see it wasn't even conversation. So loving. Ooh. Ooh, she's drippy. Deathly. Hey, Kara Senpai. I think this is the one you were trying to get. I think this is the one you were trying to get, man. That one time. Third time's a charm, man. I think she was trying to get the oozy, weird, gooey one. Bloodline. We'll recognize the recluse as your tribal chief. And this time I'm going to keep a much closer eye on the stats. Much closer. I might have to just make choices based on the stats. While walking down a heavily wooded path, you notice the disheveled woman slumped mournfully against the base of a tree. She bears numerous scratches and light wounds on particularly coal black lips. Her clothes are torn and dirty, despite you can tell they were once quite expensive. Curiosity piqued, you approach the woman as she needs help with something. Come down for me, I have been sentenced to death. As she speaks, you notice her tongue is stained as if she'd been licking ink. You can't help but feel intrigued, you insist. What does she mean? A few weeks ago, I was walking through these woods when I witnessed the most beautiful woman I'd ever known, picking flowers alone. I'm ashamed to say I was so taken by her stunning looks that I followed the woman, aiming to at least ask her name. I discovered far too late, however, it was no woman, but the Witch of the Woods herself. Your eyes widen. Few humans even speak to the witch. To follow her, the force is regarded as the death sentence. I know of not punishment or fulfillment of my unspoken request, but upon my twist, she met me with a terrifyingly intense kiss. Her stuck-in face, man. Come on again, I bore a terrible curse. She visibly trembled, pulled the tattered ends of her elegant dress. Solid cobble seemed to shift under my feet. Steady tools writhed like snakes in my grasp, conspiring to be dropped. I've been doomed to fail at things. I've lost my work, my coin, cannot even prepare food or forage without injuring myself. It has reached the point where I can do nothing but sit here and await. Again, the doomed lady falls against the tree, staring blankly as apparently she is utterly lost the will to go on. So I'm drippy. I'm drippy. I'm rotting. And I'm delicious. I'm a fucking sloppy Joe sandwich. Cursed kiss from the Witch of the Woods, how unexpected. Ask her to give the curse to you with a kiss. Decline to interfere with the witch's business. Tell her to pursue. Yeah, fucking do it. The lady is clearly missing the most important part here. The witch is totally into her. Hold on. Oh, yes. You tell the doomed woman the witch clears her display of romantic interest. That's usually what it means when someone kisses you. I don't think I've won a roll this entire fucking this entire game. I don't think I've won a single damn roll. It's kind of disheartening. Doomed woman got you with a sad look. Is she pitying you? Not even matters of romance, she says with a light chuckle. Is romance somehow more complicated than you expected? Perhaps you still have a lot to learn. Though you've lifted my spirits somewhat, I may find a path forward. Come look for me again sometime. We thank you for the company. At home, an intriguing woman. Odd group of 3 people. Two human hunters, they also see some magical being. She has tender-like appendages that sprout from the top of her head. Body made of delicate hues of purple, bits of ice blue. Slowly you begin to feel a connection with her. You suspect this may be a kind of fungal kinship. The hunters are happily chatting, but you begin to get the impression that the violet would rather really not be with them. Approach the group. That messes with my dampness. Fuck off. Attempt to eavesdrop. I don't think eavesdropping costs anything. You see nearby brushing hunkered down to stay hidden. There, I passed, finally. Fucking vital. Hunters seem to be bombarding the fungal lass with questions and compliments and showering her with attention. They don't even give a moment to answer, simply filling any gap with more inane chatter. One of the hunters takes a step closer. It seems to push the violet girl too far. Quick shake of her head, she disperses with a cloud of spores. While the hunters are stunned, coughing in the sleeves, the violet girl uses the chance to flee. You can only wish her well on her travels. Eavesdropper. You're woken in the middle of the night by a loud crash from the kitchen. You scamper to investigate and find the source of the racket. Man hunched over in pain in the middle of a cooking nook. He spots you and seems to panic, waving his hands around. Wait, it's not what it looks like! Well, exactly what it looks like. But I injured myself, so I'm no longer pursuing that plan. Why don't you bust a poor fool and choose to excuse my rudeness? Kick him out. Or excuse his rudeness. Dude can fuck off. Oh no, no one break into your house and tell you to forgive them. You roughly grab the scruff of his collar, proceed to take out the trash. Hell yeah. Crisp breeze, the heat is relenting, trees are changing color. Fall has arrived. You're wandering the suburbs of a village one day, you notice an unusual sight. Before you is a collection of 5 or 6 young humans crowded together in a circle. Oh, it's the rock, paper, scissors guys again. It's the rock, paper, scissors guys again. Well, it's a demo, man. It's a demo. I'm gonna tell them to fuck off. You regard the group with a critical lens. They're in a large group that makes the game more difficult, but you're not one to run away from the challenge. After creating a bit of distance between you and the mob of humans, you take some time to scheme up a plan. You can't just run in the screaming to scare them. People win in a pack are more likely to turn to fighting as an answer of fear. You don't want that. You want them to run. Therefore, it's going to involve some mind games. Most good scares should. After a relevant concept, your preparations are quick. Within your bag, you hold the key to your success. A bushel of berries you've harvested earlier. Their bright red color will be useful. You smear yourself with the blood of the berries. You should spell semicolon. And tear away small chunks of your torso to create the appearance of wounds. There's something about this appearance that's already uncanny to humans as you wish to accentuate this. To complete the illusion, you take in a strange walk, shuffling swiftly in the direction of the hooligans. At first, they don't notice you, clearly too caught up in jeering and competition. When you draw close, you start to emit a strange rasping sound. Finally, though, it appears that someone hears you. 9! Yeah, baby! At turn, seeing the strange, shambling creature approach, you let out an ear-splitting scream. Others turn, seeing you. Humans are very perceptive. Seeing your strange, altered form leaves them confused and afraid. Necromancy, one of them cries out. I'm out of here! It seems the rest of the group agrees as they scatter in different directions. Before long, all of them have scrambled far away, leaving you alone with the prize chest. Finally, you get to claim your reward. You approach the chest, kneeling on the ground, and open it, to think your very own victory pot could be within. Unfortunately, all you find in the chest are varieties of treats, small pastries, cookies, and fruit leather. Fuck, you feel distantly misled. Nevertheless, you shovel the treats in your bags, guarantee enters a stone reward. I like her. I like her, man. The mountain is bordering the northern reaches forest called to you. Okay, so she's drippy, she's decaying, she's also delicious. I got some... Your body's made of a useful resource, but you must be mindful not to give too much away. It gives you a little snack for later, at least. Oh, so these special cards are dealt to you. And, like, the hands you get. I got $3. I'm a young adult. And an eavesdropper. That's a good-natured spooper. And a loving parent. I think we got the creepy, spoopy mushroom that Kara wanted when she first started playing. The mountains bordering the northern reaches of the forest call to you. You see them every day in your adventures. There's an overwhelming desire to climb them that simply can't be ignored. Readying yourself in the early hours of the morning, you glance over the materials you have on hand. Pack light, pack heavy, or fuck off. I have more dampness than robustness, so I'm gonna pack light. Carefully choose the estimated weight, size, and usefulness. That's a pass. Thank you. Your pack sits comfortably on your shoulders, allow for full range of movement. Pack all set, you make your way out to the mountain. After a couple of hours of climbing, you feel like you've made some decent progress. You're starting to get a bit tired. Just so you think it's time for a break, you come across a beautiful mountain spring, complete with its own waterfall. Shower, drain your endurance. Yeah, man. You've often heard that waterfalls are powerful. You could use fuck. Quickly around and ensuring you make your way to the waterfall. You know one thing for sure, it's wet. It is also powerful, you suppose. Raging waters are enough for your body and mind. You grab your pack and realize your arms feel like wet noodles. You're forced to drag yourself home. Mountains are overrated. So I'm not a Kuma. I'm not jumping in the air and hurling 2 fireballs at once. So that's fine. Ooh, oh, that's nice. One day, while gathering some resources from the forest, you realize the sun has gone and set on you. You hadn't been anticipating a night trip, so this little unfortunate. I feel like you could spot a fire in the road ahead. It appears you set up a single man sitting next to it with a worn tent set up nearby. The man bears a distinctive set of tattoos, spotting his face and arms with a set of decorative, presumably, eyes. Oh god, is this Midian? You contemplate the thought of approaching this man and keeping yourself warm beside the fire. Does this appeal to you? Join the eyeball man. Yeah, let's talk to the eyeball man. It's dark, you have nothing to create a camp. You figure it's acceptable to ask, if nothing else. You approach the man, he seems immediately aware of your presence. Welcome, daughter of the witch. He speaks calmly, identifying you precisely the most. You oddly think it's unfair to be called the daughter of the witch. The witch did not raise you, after all. Nevertheless, you have the man if you can join him. It's a dark night, and you've left yourself stranded. Thankfully, he seems sympathetic to your plight. What's mine is yours, fellow fade touched. He pauses. Though you may not find I do not have much to offer. You eye his meager campsite. Yeah, it's gonna be Bray Wyatt. Fire company out to get you through the night, it seems. Though you do smell a small variety of small, strange trinkets. Some part of you suspects they are fortune-telling in nature. What do you do with the remnants of the evening? Fortune-telling? Chill. Help him learn. No, man, I don't want to be a dick. Well, this build is kind of trying to be a dick. I'm at full potency. I could be a dick if I wanted to, but I want him to tell me my future. I want Bray Wyatt to tell me my future. Rest in peace, Kendall Windham. One simply cannot carry around a fortune-telling instrument and speak in obscurities without expecting to be quizzed. You ask the man playing tell of your future, what may lie ahead. There was a moment where you worried this quest may offend the man some way, or at the very least bore him. But if that's the case, he doesn't portray these feelings in his countenance. He simply takes a set of bone-white objects sitting next to the fire and holds them in his fistful before casting them into the flame. They crackle and hiss for a few seconds, sending up a small wisp of gray smoke. Finally he speaks. Every day you will look at yourself knowing there's less of you than the day before. One day you will realize it is your last to make this observation, that it is too late. I apologize. There's nothing I can do for you either. He speaks kindly, but his words are cruel and blunt. That's your life, you suppose. Perhaps you will defy the future and find someone that can end your fated wilt. This is what I hope for you. You hope so too, frequently. After gifting you this prediction, the man moves conversation along to spend the rest of the night chatting quietly. By the time morning arrives, you feel rested and ready to trek back home. After a quick thank you to the man, you make your leave. A chilling breeze greets you one morning, heralding the approach of winter. As the end of the year approaches, you find yourself considering your aspirations. You want to accomplish something significant, you decide, something you'll remember. Dangerous quest. A charming evening at that's not room movies. Nothing. I think I already tried the gala. Let's go fuck something and or someone up. In your travels, you've been told it's a particularly challenging quest, possible test of your merit. Of the potential opportunities for glory you've heard, you decide to slay a beast, hunt the witcher. Ooh, that might be fun. Actually, don't do a quest. Slay a terrible beast. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go full circle. Full circle. You know the witch's cruelty as well as the danger she possesses. You decide she must be stopped. You can't think of anyone better equipped than yourself. Preparations will take some time, but you decide to slay your own creator before the end of the year. About to get real, guys. It's about to get fucking real. While wandering into the woods, you do your best to remain vigilant of possible outside entities you could run into. Certain animals are keen to cause problems for you. That's not even to mention the humans. It is with this awareness you detect a nearby being. I got the eavesdropping, so maybe that'll help. It's a recluse. Greet him or fuck off. Oh yeah, he joined the bloodline in this one. You've not been visited recently, so consider this something of a fortunate encounter. Yours and your parent, all in one outing. Without any further hesitation, you rush over, wrap your arms around them, greeting. Thankfully, they have time to see you coming. Shroom Ruby, they exclaim, returning the hug. What a coincidence seeing you here. The two of you swap greetings. You can't always help but pry what they're into. Growing up, I always felt they were doing something interesting, so why not now? Your theory is proven correct, the recluse goes on to explain. As you discover, they have a bit of a deal with the leader of the nearby village. In exchange for dealing with grisly situations the village could never stomach themselves, the recluse gets to live in the unincorporated land near the village without being concerned themselves with the minutiae of civilization. No surveys, no taxes, just what exactly is the favor they're doing again? There may have been some concern among local parents, like some hooligans have been trying to kidnap children recently. It's a big problem. Hooligans, shouldn't the local guardians be doing such things and not the recluse? Well, these hooligans are a little rowdier than most. They live in the river, you see. Most of the ground can't be bothered to dirty their hands and boots in such a undignified way. And a bitterness stuck into their voice, a rare piece of insight into their thoughts. Before long, you can hear running water. The river approaches. As I say, you approach the river. Finally, you and the recluse stand before the water. They nod and speak. You'll be close to their base. The observation is proven correct, and the sound of raucous laughter begins to bubble up from the water. The recluse drops back to the ground, pulls off their clothes, they receive a hatchet from their bag, and turn towards the water. Oh, I don't get to pick. I don't get a pick. Okay. What are they planning to do? You have no choice but to anxiously stand there in horror as the recluse dives into the water. Without looking away, your eyes find themselves fixed on the surface of the water. The same you heard laughter, you now hear screams. The water turns funny colors, but only for a moment. The current washes away all evidence. Inevitably. Finally, the recluse emerges. They take a big breath and grin at you. The matter has been resolved. I'm a juggalo hatchet man. Bloodline. Tribal chief. I really am Jacob Fatu in this run. Giving you a hearty pat on the shoulder as they pass, the recluse returns to the hatchet to their pack. You notice they also seem to be putting something else away. Appears something and shiny. They almost look like pieces of a shell. Before parting paths, the recluse gives you a big wet hug. They seem fine, but you still say yourself feeling unsettled at the events you just witnessed. Well, hopefully you won't even have to think about it again. While on your way to gather firewood, you find your world suddenly turned upside down. Like take a minute, just sit right there until I'm given friends of the time will go below. In a trap, your foot's caught above you, think will float. You call for help, hoping someone's nearby. Thankfully, it seems to be the case. Unfortunately for you, recognize the man approaches, the rotten thief. You're not what I pictured skirming in my trap, says the man with a sly grin. I'm in quite a predicament here, you see. I do feel bad about the other night, so I don't want to rob you again. But you also were a little mean to me. You're kind of a bitch. So perhaps I do want to rob you a little in the butt. He clicks his tongue, lightly tapping his fist with the opposing palm. I'll give you so badly you want me to give the other night leave. Have fun, little mushroom girl. The man winks, simply walking off, leaving you still ensnared. How rude. Now you have to figure out another plan. Wait. Wiggle your way loose. I'm damp as fuck. Wiggling stranger things have worked. Easy breezy. You're a fairly slimy person. Surely being a slippery sword would help you out in this situation. There you go. Damp as hell. Been back and forth trying to gain momentum. Finally success, you propel your world roughly through the floor of the forest. Grateful to be free, you barely mind getting a little scuffed up. You happily return to your chore. There's a knock at your door. When you go to answer, you see a woman dressed in a somewhat tacky dress. I'm from the nearby town, and I came here on behalf of all the local mothers. Let's introduce him. Leave you feeling a little uneasy. You continue speaking with sense of use, clearly feeling the emotion of fear. How spoopy am I? I'm drippy, I'm decay, I'm tasty, I'm delicious. I got my Soma cards, I got monies, I got foods. I got my fuck off card to tell people to fuck off. And my father's a hatchet man. My father's Jacob Fatu. My father's a Juggalo. We're hoping we could convince you to come out and show up a little for the kids, show them the real you. That's the real me, baby. Remember me. You understand we can provide lunch, obviously. After some more nervous chat, the woman writes down the location, a small piece of paper thrust in your hands. Afterwards, she all but runs away. You consider the strange woman and her strange invitation. I want to tell her to fuck off, but I don't want to waste my note card. You come down. It's a small obligation to help the children. Or thought that introduce yourself to a lot of them at once made them in trouble if you saw them in the woods later. Quickly, the day of the event arrives. You gussy yourself up, or at least as much as possible for a girl like you, and make the calm walk to the village schoolhouse. As you enter, it takes a second to really take in the scene. There's nearly a dozen children of varying sizes and ages. A few older humans standing around the edges of the room, and a table with some very rudimentary foods. Rudimentary foods on it. You identify as provided lunch. You go take a piece of bread when the adults grab your shoulder. I'm goopy, though. I'm goopy as fuck. Thank goodness you showed up. I wasn't sure if you would. Why don't you go ahead and stay up front? How does that sound? Good? I preferred some lunch first. You agree to the plan. You stand in front of the room, in front of a dark board with white scribblings on it. The children turn silent, all staring at you wide-eyed. Finally, a number of hands shoot up. One of the parents interprets. They raise their hand if they have something they'd like to ask you. What a polite system. Okay. You look over the crowd, deciding who to pick. Random child with long hair that completely obscures their face. You hear the voice, but the question follows. What's your favorite color? Red. I knew it. One of them says confidently with his seat and pride. You're glad you could meet their expectations, you suppose? It's been a little while answering questions with the children. Silence for a while. One of the adults speaks. Looks like we have time for one more question. It's hard to say, but you get the impression they seem unenthused with the experience. So, hey, fuck you! You invited me. You invited me, and you catered this event with fucking Jimmy John's. Like, I want the good shit next time. Next time, I want, like, Golden Corral catering. Golden Corral caters, did you know that? You got me, Jimmy. You got me fucking sandwiches. I should eat you all. You suspect your answer would be more exciting or perhaps more frightening. You still seem full of questions for you. Once more, you point a random child with a girl with pigtails. She's going to ask, is it true that all you have to eat are sticks and stones? Hold on. I think I have food tokens. Tell the truth, of course it's untrue. Your dad diet's much more well-rounded. More significant showing of fine, nutritious dirts and substrates. Sticks are only a sometimes snack and rocks are not a pleasant texture. You see some thought happening behind their eyes. One girl sitting near the window seems to be curiously eyeing a tasty-looking tree outside. Perhaps you are considered. Yeah! Shroom will be doing it. The attendant parents seem to consider this curiosity, but that's not your fucking problem. After everyone is quieted down, the adults begrudgingly begin to pack things up. The children also begin to disappear, accompanied by a smattering of parents. One adult, the woman who originally requested you attend, walks up to you. Oh, thank you for coming, I suppose, but we were hoping you'd be a little bit more... She drills. It's just we were hoping to scare them a little, you know. Keep them straight and narrow. In any case, thank you for being so informative, I guess. And boring! One of the old adults interjects as she steps out of the room. The absolute gall to call you boring. At least the children seem entertained, more or less. Dude, well, fucking really? Fucking really, dude? And when am I gonna get to kill the witch? You walk home while Rogue Child suddenly approaches you. Thank you for talking yesterday, Mushy Lady. I learned lots. Before you have a chance, the one girl leaves you what you could only assume was a hug. She quicks you to leave with the parent. You find yourself thankful you took the time every day to attend. Did I get any friggin' Jimmy John's? I don't think I got a chance to get my damn Jimmy John's, man. I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy. Because they got, like, the meat. I do got food tokens. And I got Soma. And I still got my yeet. I get a feeling I might want to save the yeet for fighting the witch. As the heavy snow blankets everything you see, you hike deep into the forest you grew up in. The witch may do her business in an old round hut, but you're seeking your true home. the rumored heart of the woods, a secret grove where she focuses her power far beyond the notice of mortals. You're on a quest to put an end to the legendary monster herself and banish the eon-weathered shadow from these woods. Following a meticulously plotted and winding route, you find the rumored place. Despite the heavy snow, the forest here is burgeoning with life. Every step seems to bring you deeper into a frozen jungle of plants and fungi. You step into the shaded grove overflowing with life and decay. This forest is part of the witch, and this little clearing is its heart. The witch is not here, but she will return in time. Slaying such powerful creatures unheard of, and your choice of success seems bleak. Considering your surroundings carefully, you put a plan into action. Pair weapon or a magic ward? I don't think I've gotten magic. I don't remember doing anything magic. So I'll stab him. I'll get stabby. In your reach, you've heard of a certain nameless flower that grows in these fey-touched woods. You found them growing here in silver, creeping patches. You place the petals of exactly 10. I got the dagger from my father. No, let's go, or Jacob Fatu. So maybe that's it. The dagger I got from my father. Place the petals exactly 10 flowers in a pool of melted snow and rest your dagger in the moonlit water. Simple spirit-bane rite. Mortal weapons are no match against a legendary magic creature, but this may give you a fighting chance. Your preparation comes to an abrupt end as the air shifts suddenly. The trees seem to twist and wind away as something enters the grove. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. The witch appears before you, seemingly manifesting out of nothingness between the trees. To your credit, she actually looks surprised to see you. She looks just as you've always known her to, but here, something about her form feels more real. A mortal creature like any other. After a long and uneasy moment, her eyes narrow almost imperceptibly. Well, well. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Stone Cold voice again. Many humans before you have thought this place intent on slaying me. What? Though you are the first of my daughters to try. What? Wind twists maliciously around the clearing, kicking up a cloud of powdery snow. Now, before she has a chance to hide herself, you need to act. Robustness. Oh, dampness. I'm damp as shit. You distracted, but what can you say to shake this inhuman creature? 9! Yeah, baby! Your mind races, your parent, your rectum straps. Did you not care about them at all? You ask her. The wind suddenly seems very still. For some reason, there are tears in your eyes. She stands for a moment, taken aback. Humans cannot begin to... You interrupt with a fistful of ice to the eyes, circling around her as she shields them. You miserable worm, you son of a bitch! She screams. This looks like you've successfully goaded her and abandoning her game of hide and seek. The forest seems to shake wildly as you feel a strange sensation in the biting air. The witch is gathering energy. You can't allow her time to concentration, her overwhelming power. You must take her down now, or you may never get another chance. Maximum potency, baby! Maximum potency! We're gonna fell the witch. Shit. I haven't been saving. I should just save scum. I should just save. I had maximum potency. You glance over the spirit bane pool glimmering in the moonlight. You can just get your trusty blade, but the thought comes a second to. Coil of vines erupt under the witch's feet. Frozen tendrils converging your location before it can react there upon you. Your straining and writhing slowly comes to a stop as the vines constrict you. But then to your little, let us put an end to your little game. She leans close, she hisses. You rebellious pest! Something deep inside you breaks as the vines twist in an odd direction. A moment later, your vision goes dark. You fall to the ground. Suddenly all strength has left your limbs. Waves of malignant sensation wash over you as the witch approaches calmly. Something feels very wrong. Once again, she looks at you with a serene, calculated expression you've always known. As you stare up at her feebly, little spots of numbness spread across your body, dulling and twisting your senses. I've taken back what I once gave you, her voice echoes distant. The magic essence you were born of have been extinguished. You will be no more. No, you plead, but your voice no longer manifests. You reach out, and the soft thuds of your arm fall to the forest floor in rough clumps, sprouting instantly into mushrooms. You can feel them still. They're still part of you, bit by bit. Your body dissolves, then you feel your consciousness dissolving with it. Your mind swims freely, floating in the bed of sprouting mushrooms, somewhere far away, so it's where you turn to leave. A strange sleepiness overcomes you, soon you slip into the restful sleep of oblivion. You feel under the ground of the trees, never again to concern yourself with the matters of witches. I had maxed out my potency. I had maxed out my fucking potency, and I lost due to one die. What does it matter? If the die rolls, I had maxed out the stat necessary. But if it's gonna instantly kill you with a single die roll, what's the point of even having the stats? What's the point? Lulu, hi Lulu, yeah, you're coming into the end of the stream. This is the end of the stream. I just lost against one of the potential final bosses due to one iffy die roll when I'd already maxed out the stats that I needed. So, yeah. There's no point in having stats. There's no point if everything is just a random die roll anyway. The system's kind of broken, in my opinion. The system's kind of broken. It needs to be worked on. It's a demo, but it really fucking needs to be worked on. First child died because she wasn't moist enough. Second child went feral, slept in the woods, returning to monkey. And this one dies due to some bullshit. I'm done. Hey Lulu, this is literally the end of the stream. I just died due to some absolute bullshit and I'm done. It is what it is bullshit is what it is. It is bullshit. So the first mushroom died horribly, dryly. Second mushroom returned to monkey. This one lost the final boss due to a fucking random death. And that's Mushroom Musume. Coming out December Q4. I'm a faithful Amanda Splatts, and this has been the Amanda Splatts Project. Good night.